conflict, like we've been involved and funding the fucking people who took down the Twin Towers, like throughout that conflict, like funneling money to and equipment to them.
Yeah, well, that's not good. If we find like 100 more times we're funding these kind of groups covertly, we're gonna have a problem.
It's like
imagine if we've been doing stuff like this for like a century.
Look, I'm nationalistic enough that if you tell me that we're the good guys, I'll nod along. And if you tell me those guys are the bad guys, I'll say they sure fucking are. But keep it straight. like you can't be changing on me. Those are the bad guys.
Yeah,
like
we know Russia and China are the bad guys. If they flipped around and they suddenly told us they weren't, I'd be like, what changed? What's going on here? What's the deal? I've seen movies. I've seen some movies, and Russia's the bad guy always. And they lend themselves so well to the bad guys because they have scary accents. That's huge.
Played COD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, played COD. Guys. Can you imagine like trying to make Sweden the bad guys? Don't make me fucking laugh.
Well, no, in like some CODs, it's like it's
hear me
enemy.
Out here. Like, I'll say this though, the atmosphere globally from other countries and what I see online lately, it's starting to feel like maybe we should just side with Russia and China and carve everybody up, right?
Who could stand against us?
How did Russia get on that list?
Do we need Russia in the mix? Can we just not do?
You absolutely need.
Actually, dude, we're so strong. We could pick either one and succeed.
Do you remember World War II from history class? We absolutely need Russia to destroy to conquer Europe. Yes, we need their waves of millions of men to sweep across Poland and the Balkans.
We wouldn't have to go to war. We would just, we just. Like,
we're going to war over here.
We just rename it on Google Maps, idiot, and then it's their problem.
Did you even think of that?
You even think of that, dude?
I think
it's only U.S. Google Maps.
In the interest of national security, the borders may need to be expanded north into Canada and south into Mexico over here. And then I'm sure Putin wants some quote-unquote breathing room over there in Europe. And then China clearly has designs on Taiwan and any number of territories in that region. I feel like
plot twist: China wants little Russia.
Ooh, and then
there actually is a territory in dispute between the two of them. I think there's some islands or something up there above Japan that they
share a border, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
But I think in particular there's some islands that there's some.
You know who would get fucked up if they what's Mongolia gonna do?
What do you mean?
They're right in the middle.
Right.
Mongolia is right between Russia and China, and they're like one of those countries where like it's gigantic, and there's there's way fewer people in Mongolia than you think, and they're just out there riding fucking horses like their ancestors. Pretty cool country, Mongolia.
I had to bring. I don't know.
Holy smokes! There's 3.5 million people there.
Yeah, there's like nobody.
That's Atlanta.
It's a cool country though.
Yeah,
you know what?
Like
We should take Mongolia.
What are we going to do with Mongolia? The Russians can have the Russians and the Chinese can carve up Mongolia. We want Montreal.
What country in Europe do we want the most?
Probably
we could just get Finland.
The Vatican.
Finland. Fucking freezing. I don't want Finland.
We'll figure it out.
Italy? I like
Italy.
the land.
Just the Vatican.
Land.
I love
They're not
Italy.
doing enough with it.
Oh, if we could think of how much coastline you get in beautiful Italy if it's now and we repopulate it with our northeastern Italians. And we send all of our like New York Italians back there to reverse assimilate, and then all the actual Italians would like hate it.
It's like when the Sopranos went to Italy, and like,
and he realizes
it's all seafood. They can't eat the food. They don't blend.
If we could just bring air conditioning to Europe,
that's a good point.
Change everything.
Yeah, they live in those like hot brick houses.
They don't have ice, apparently. They don't have air conditioning.
We bring them AC, and we take all the really awesome high quality food.
Yes.
We learn from their regulations there, and they learn from our AC
we get
and our military. Yeah, we definitely get skinnier.
If they introduce Domino's,
I need it to be done through magic. I don't want to shrink my portions.
I agree. It can't be done through any form of willpower or any gumption on my part. It has to be some sort of magic injection. That's so funny that like we finally discovered a borderline magic way for big fat people to lose weight rapidly. And like the whole, what I read about Ozempic is like the entire mechanism is just it slows your digestion a lot, right? Like it just
it's like something to do with hormones that.
Yeah, I thought it suppressed like ghrelin or something, and just
Well, it's
made you
the
not
gastric
hungry.
emptying.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
like
what it slows down.
how fast your like stomach is emptying the contents, and so like you're digesting slower, and so it's like, let's say you eat a big Chinese meal at a restaurant, not on Ozempic, maybe you're
Succulent
hungry
Chinese
45 minutes later, a succulent meal. But with Ozempic, you're probably not hungry until like 4 hours later because it's just sitting in your belly
It's
way
appetite
longer.
suppressant in that like through a really ingenious avenue, if that's true.
Pretty smart, pretty impressive. And we
Yeah.
haven't. Are there like, are there any big negatives to it yet? Like enough people are on it. Like we're gonna find out.
We'll find out in 10 years.
At some point, right? Like, are there any reports of people having issues?
I think
Yeah,
RFK is trying to make it. I don't know if he's trying to ban it or just make it far harder to get a prescription.
He would ban it. He's already jacked. He's trying to pull the ladder up. He
They
doesn't
should
want.
we should have teams of government employees running around with dart guns, just zapping fatties with Ozempic.
You know what? I like that at least as much as ice.
Crikey! It's a big one. Just
Tonight at 5. I was just in the park sitting at the bench eating my Dairy Queen. When out of nowhere, SEAL Team 6 come down out of helicopters and darted me.
now I can't even eat my 30-piece.
I'm so full.
I'm so full. You like the way the Trump brothers were posing with that elephant. You have like the agents like posing with like John Goodman.
He got his foot on it. He's on the ground. He's got his foot on his back.